forging a power symbol. We are about to forge a Viking Age key. I will forge it out of a 6x6, but I will have to bring my book here where I keep my notes, because I don't remember when I forge these different stuff. So I used to have it by the forge, sometimes a bit too close, and make notes so I get all the measures so I can reforge them and get the same size and look. So here we got for my keys. This key will include forge welding. So first going to make a scarf and then make marks there. Yep, here we go. So the end will be part of the forge weld. So I start by making a scarf. And I make a step down about half, forging it to half its thickness. And then I'm gonna make a mark here at 30 millimeters. Like this. And so this measure is 30. I'm gonna draw it out so it's 40. So I'm drawing it out. Starting to make it a bit rounded. This will be the top of the key. The loop at the top. I like to keep the middle a little bit thicker. Like this. Looks good. I brush it up and bend it and do the weld. Whoops. Didn't really bend where I want it to, but it is fine. So now it's time for the weld. Since this is only mild steel, I'm gonna weld. I don't need borax because I can bring it up to high temperatures, so the iron will act as flux itself. I have a look for sparks, which is an indicator, but when it's sparking you are actually over the welding temperature. The material is burning. So a good way is to watch at the color of the iron. When I look here in the center of my forge, in the fire bowl, I got a white, almost a white fire. And when my working piece got same color as that fire, I know it's at a good temperature. The surface also looks just to be described as wet, and I can agree, because it really looks like it's wet. and heating it up slowly so the heat is heated through the piece and not just the surface. There we go. Some light blows at the first tack weld, and since this is just 6x6, it will cool down very quickly. So just be back and forth here. But just take the time it needs. You can't stress this process. Here we go again. I got it now welded, so now I will focus on getting the scarf a bit more discreet. So I'm forging on the horn, putting the scarf on the horn, so when I hit, the scarf pushes in and gets less visible. Doesn't have to completely disappear. I think it's nice to have these signs of how it's made, so you can look back at your work and see, oh, there I did a forge weld in this case. Or if you punch a hole instead of drilling, you can see that you actually punch that hole. There we have it welded. I will forge it down a bit more, and then it's time for the next step. Burn it up to welding temperature one last time, just in case if there was something. Making it a bit smoother, and there we have it, our loop. I will make it a little bit more, a little bit wider, since it shall be a pendant, so I will need to have room for the cord, and it will be the cord twice, so I will need it to be 4 millimeters. Yeah, but there we have it. Let's bring the book and see the next step. 45 femto. I wrote this many years ago, so it might have not be the best workflow. So I think I will change it a little bit, but I will make a set down. Let's see here, it will be at 35-30. Yes, at 30. And we got our mark 30 here a little bit longer, so. And 30 we got there, and right there. And again, going about half the thickness. And making a smooth taper. Like so, and then I was about to cut it off at 15 millimeters right there. I don't know if it's called the keys teeth. I will describe it as teeth. But there we have it. Oh no, it didn't go through. Or, let's see. Yeah, there we have it. The final adjustments will also take, I will need to file these what I cut out, and this one also shall have a rune engraved. So I'm gonna engrave that as well, right here. But how does a key like this work, one might ask. Well, if I can try to explain, it's you simply turn, this is the door and this is your key. You put the key through the door, then you turn it up, and these tooths grab, you draw it back, and then this will go into hollows in the lock. Then you simply pull the key to the side, and it grabs the lock, and so it follows this, and you can open the door. I will do the engravings and clean it up and show you the end results.